What up, man? Welcome back. It's your boy. It's blue as it gets. Just felt like putting this out. And after listening to the post game interviews for the coaches and players and stuff, and just listening to them or some of that, and the responses to the media questions. The media some clowns. I don't really care about them, but just just hearing some of the responses to game situations and explanations and stuff. And I want to give a little tidbit on that, man, because I was interested to hear more directly myself, not really from the players, because like I said in my last video in the post game, that the players, man, they did their things, both sides of the ball for what they were asked to do. Can't blame pretty much anybody. I don't care what the grades look like. I'm not blaming anybody as far as the players, 53-man roster really. Falls to me on the coaching staff, and that's who I was most interested in hearing from in the post-game interviews. And the answers Daboll gave, man, were pretty funny. Can't even lie, man. He's showing his potential to be a clown of clowns, man. Whatever. Just wants to start clowning, he can, I guess. It is what it is. But just him speaking on preparations for DeVito, game plan afterwards, after Tyrod went out and whatnot, and how the game plan changed and the scheme changed, or seemingly, I guess, how he answered, the game plan didn't change because they're always planning to run it Saquon into the ground in the second half without passing the ball at all, obviously. I guess that's the answer we're supposed to believe. Whatever. But it just is this utter clownery within all of it. Because I asked myself when he's saying that Saquon is the plan going to the second half, and then in these situations, he's gonna go out here, Saquon's gonna win this game. That's on 26. That's what he says. But we get into these 4th-and-1 situations, and again, where's all that stuff about it being on Saquon to try to get us through to a win or whatever? That's a situation when you give Saquon a chance to get us a win. Okay, we get it if it's not at the 50, at the 40, ours or the opponents. Okay, we might be able to work our way around that. But we're in the red zone. Why are we questioning what he can do right now when he's got already 38 carries, 37 carries in the game? He's almost short of the single game record of carries, whatever it is. He's 2, 3 short of that. Might as well go ahead and break that and see if he can get into the end zone, man. What better way to cap it off than saying, yeah, it's going to be on 26, and then showing the team that, yeah, it was on 26 game, and we had a plan around that, and this is how he made it happen, by going for that 4th-and-1. Is it what lost the game? Don't know. Definitely didn't win the game. Post-game interviews is something that we're going to be picking up more and more from Daboll as this go on. Of course, because if they don't start winning games and they start losing more, the question is going to be warming up in his seat around Daboll and Kafka. Now, Daboll and Kafka was primarily Daboll, just with what he was able to do with the roster motivation and scheme, whatever it might have been. I'm taking him as the primary scheme in this situation over Kafka. Last year showed that he has some workability with the talent that he has on the roster, that he can put guys in good positions, get the talent motivated enough to go out there and perform. He showed some of that. This season's been totally off track. Don't know what the man is doing. Don't know what he's doing. Okay, it's getting ridiculous as the week goes on. You bring Kafka into it, he's nowhere to be found. What's really going on? Why are we getting 2 different vibes, it feels, from what the coaching is coaching during the game and what the locker room and what the post game is talking about, man? I'm not trying to put players out there as far as what they're talking about. Well, guys like Barker speaking post game about it. He know how many carries he got. He wants to win the game. He's talking about he's warmed up. Yeah, you want to make moves. You want to win the game. Da. At that point, you're warmed up. And you're trying to, so you feel you can fall for a few yards. So he's feeling like he can get that 4th-and-1 probably in that situation. Even if it ends the game, either way, he's ready to go out there and get it. Why does the coaching staff not believing in the talent? Does the coaching staff want to believe in the talent? Coaching staff paid certain talent, didn't pay certain talent, so maybe they don't believe in that particular talent. But it's amazing because they relied on that particular talent for the entirety of the second half of the game. It makes little sense when you really start to think about it. Don't know what he plans on doing. Kafka, we trying to hear what the fuck you're doing. What the plan is as far as the quarterback. DeVito, if he's here on the roster, you haven't found anybody else, he's probably going to start. He should be a little better with a week of preparation coming in, not being the number one snap guy during practice. But it's still coming back on somebody else. Who knows? It's going to be Carson Wentz. Who knows? Colin Kaepernick. Who knows? Who knows? Kirk Cousins just went down for the Minnesota Vikings. They're going to be looking for somebody unless they already got somebody. Probably do. Probably more prepared than this team because this team has no adaptability. Franchise has no adaptability. Coaching staff, no adaptability to the situation. The players are excluded in this. Players are excluded because they didn't fail us today. The coaching staff failed the stadium, the players, the fans, and whoever else cares that they failed, man. You know? Maybe the ownership don't care. They're making whatever they make off of the gates and shit and marketing and whatever else around the team. It's hard to tell if they care anymore. And it's not like anything was really said else in that. That's it. That's all day, Bob. Forgot who he was repeating. Forgot it. Don't even matter. Because you talk about giving the ball and wanting to win the situation and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, well, man, what are you doing? What are you doing in the 4th and 1 situation when you say it's on Saquon, but you don't give him the ball? You know Gano's hurt. They asked him if Gano's leg was hurt. He's like, yeah, well, damn, we don't have a backup kicker. We didn't even bring in a backup kicker. We don't have one on the roster. Practice squad, I don't know. We didn't call him up. No chance of it. No preparation from the team, coaching staff coming into this game. So seeing Tyrod go down was not surprising at all. But it was like, oof, man, that fortunate that happened because he does get injured sometimes. He's older. Hopefully DeVito, and that's the weird part, man. We believe in DeVito. We saw a little bit of DeVito in preseason. Just a little bit. He was able to throw the ball somewhat in preseason. I remember he was throwing the ball somewhat in preseason. Get here, maybe it's the weather. Inclement weather, okay, he's not throwing the ball anymore. He threw like 3 passes off to the side. It's not about the players, man. This isn't about the players saying we're going to start. DeVito did whatever they asked him to do. He said that himself in his post game. He wanted to win. He was happy to be out there. They told him they was going through Saquon. He was like, cool. Boom. All right. So they went up to Saquon until the fucking red zone. And instead of Saquon getting the opportunity to fumble it, maybe that's what they feared most. Or him scoring a touchdown, what they might have feared even more. Who's to know? That going with the field goal was the option. Bringing out Gano, knowing he was what he was at the time, already missed the kick and missing it. Just the coaching staff in this game. Are they going to be fired? Probably not. Will Kafka get changed out? Probably not. Possibly so. He's the only one that'll be changing out anytime this season, at least. And next season, it's not a thing that Daboll is going to be facing as far as holding the ultimate responsibility to the talent that's on the team right now. So it's a long way to go for him not to be a possibility for Guy. So if that's my video for this right now after the post game, he ain't going nowhere right now. But if she's getting a little warm, it's getting a little warm about the questions about what the hell is going on in these game scripts. Why the first half always be so slow? Don't ever do anything in the first half, ever. Ever. We get the ball, or I'm sorry, the opponent gets the ball, and they get the ball in the half, we're not going to do anything that half. We're going to act conservative as fuck. Ain't going to be able to call no plays. Ain't going to see no special plays. But then as soon as we get the ball in the second half or first half, whenever we get the ball, they act like they can run the offense. Act like they can get all the spicy blocks in, all the spicy run plays in. If they had a quarterback who was able to pass the ball, apparently, maybe we would have saw some spicy pass plays too in the second half. I knew it was going to be like this, man, because it's always like this with this team. Come out slow, then act like a confident team. with a third remaining in the game or something like that. Don't make no sense. That's it. Is he gone? Is he not? I don't think so. Don't think so not anytime soon. It is what it is, though. Go blue. Your boys as blue as it gets. Go Giants. Just whatever, man.